and all. Josh, do you mind kicking us off with, what excites you about this process and the Mad Hatter Summit in a sense? And
Would love to, man. Yeah, that's easy. There's so much that excites me. And I came to it because of my own experience. I mean, I experienced a whole shattered paradigm through my bipolar one. And the shattering was messy and painful, especially to those around me. And I had 6 involuntary psychiatric hospitalizations, 2 arrests, blew $86,000. And then I really was able to, and
they're so similar.
such a trip, such a trip. You see what I mean? There's these synchronicities. So those synchronicities excite me. What I found was that there's a larger intelligence, a larger thing that's undergirding us, that lifted me up and beyond what I even had before after coming out of my bipolar. Now, I was grounded in spirituality. I come from the Christian tradition, but have studied world religions. And so I think that helped. I think having these larger narratives of meaning and purpose really helped me to see, wait, there's something emerging here. And so I studied psychology, bachelor's in psychology from University of Southern Africa, and master's in theology from Fuller Theological Seminary in Pasadena. And what I was discovering as I was bouncing all these ideas off my professors is there's so much backing to say this has always been the case. People who are neurodiverse are always able to kind of see the next thing that's coming or see the unseen realm, the hidden dimension. So that's just become ridiculously cool that I get to explore this for a living. So now I work with the National Alliance on Mental Illness, NAMI San Diego, and my own company, Inspired Mind Mental Health. And this is just what I do, is fuse spirituality and psychology and those visionary states. So what excites me about this is it is the combination of the visionary potential, meeting the exact needs that you were describing, Annalise, in that the old system's shaken and a mess, and we know that we can't stay in that, and yet there's nothing that exists yet. So it's like this needs to be created. And so I like the fusion of the visionary potential with the actual practicality. So there's literally doors. Like Brown, I saw what happened in Malawi there, and that was so inspiring to me. It's like, dude, there were literally doors that people walk through. I think we need, in a way, embodied ritual and embodied experience, because everyone's looking for the next thing, but they don't know where the step is. So I think San Diego is California is where I'm from, or where I'm living now. It's prime potential for this because there's a bunch of innovators, there's a bunch of cash. I got to figure out how to tap into that to make these kinds of things happen. But everyone's ready to do the next thing. And it's one of the best mental health scenes in America, if not the world, I think. So I'm excited to be a voice piece, a mouthpiece to transmute this inspiration from the unseen dimension into the practical dimension. Really dig how you guys are incorporating Web3 and the future. I mean, we're creating all of this experience now because people were able to envision a digital future and these new kinds of synergistic possibilities. So I would love to see mental health be on the frontier of that. And those of us who are neurodiverse be the visionaries like the Nikola Teslas who are able to see a few steps ahead and to be able to guide people into that. So yeah, it's an honor. I mean, I've got a lot of connections here in San Diego. It's expensive though, so like venues and stuff would be something I would have to think about. How do we do that? How do I buy doors? Like, how do we go about doing these things? But besides all those practical crossing the T's and dotting the I's, I think, as I've already seen, all of the stuff comes to life itself, and it's like it takes on a mind of its own. So I know it's going to happen, and it's an honor to be a part of it. Thank you, guys.
Thank you so much, Josh. You make me want to run through a wall. I'm just so excited to be part of a larger team and a larger community where I'm like, we all are. Sometimes in the past, I feel like I'm carrying something only like by myself, and maybe we do to a certain point. That's okay. But entering the next level where there's the community of practice and like all these mirrors, like, yeah, you got me ready to run through all, like, you're nominated, like, please be the voice of the summit.
Just run through walls, brother.
Thank you.
Break down those barriers.
I think I blew about 95 or 100,000, one arrest and 6 things. We have so much in common on the fundamental level. Romy, we're